It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Boy, what a season so far. And I'll tell you, it's only getting started. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Moments away, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Trailblazers in Portland. Taking a look at the Trailblazers, their record has fallen off the pace they set last season. No team wants to see that regression. They're looking to turn things around, and we'll see how they do tonight. And tonight, we'll get a look at former #1 overall pick Andrew Wiggins. Great size and athleticism. Kenny, in your mind, will he ever be a superstar?
Oh, well, it's a chance. We know he could score. His defensive intensity hasn't always been up there, and I think if he improves his ball handling skills, that will take him over the top.
No, he's got to do more than one thing to be a superstar in this league. I think he has the tools to be great, but does he have the will?
Ooh, very interesting question. Very deep, Shaq.
Very deep.
Yeah. Anyway, now with the tip-off coming up shortly, it's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. From Portland, Oregon, happy to have you with us here in the home of the Trailblazers. And, of course, Jimmy Butler, a very effective component on any team. Let's see how they move forward without him.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, they didn't just let him go for nothing. I mean, they got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, guys, undisputedly, Damian Lillard is the leader of this Blazers team. Now, Yusuf Nurkic said, he's the best thing that's happened to me. To have a superstar in this league as a leader, a friend, and a teammate, it makes me better. Kevin?
Well, D.A., you can't get much higher praise than that. Thanks. Already, Brent, we've seen a changing of the guard of some teams where a new player is now the #1 option.
Well, I expected that this year we were going to have some of this take place. A lot of the reason why I would point to it is that you had 9 new coaches in the NBA this year. So there's going to be opportunity on some of those teams for somebody to take advantage of a new offense, a new way to play, a new way to get up and down the floor. And with that opportunity, some guys are taking full advantage of it.
I love the new opportunities, though, for some players that may have been pushed to the side a bit.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I like the opportunity maybe for some of these teams to start changing some of the older guard with their squad. Maybe come trade deadline. I think this year there's going to be a lot of movement come February because of those coaching changes.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Gibson plays the 4 with Towns in the middle. Teague is at the point with Wiggins at the 2. And it's Covington in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lillard. Count that one.
Lillard aggressive in this game so far. Awesome at finding different ways to attack close to the rim.
Teague, the pass to Covington. The dish to Gibson. And Al-Farouq Aminu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Wiggins finds Gibson. Over Aminu. Shot's good by Gibson. Gibson's got his first basket of the night. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
Aminu, the pass to Lillard. Clock at 6. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lillard's got his second bucket tonight.
I don't think he even feels that kind of contact. His focus is just too good inside. Nothing a defense can do.
Covington in the corner. The pass to Towns. Wiggins against Lillard. And it's good. 2 points.
He has a very well-rounded offensive game. There's just no shortage of ways Wiggins has to punish an opponent, inside, outside, or otherwise.
Now here's Lillard. Last game we saw him score 32. He kicks to Nurkic. Lillard looking around. Over Teague. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
To the inside. Here's Towns. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Towns has got his second bucket of the game to go.
They can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Back to Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Shoots over Towns. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Nurkic, one of those guys who you notice for many minutes of the game if he's engaged, and then you couldn't tell if he played 12 to 15 minutes if he's not active enough. So still looking to develop him both on offense and trying to make him a little bit more consistent on defense. The coaching staff has that task at hand, and Nurkic has a big hand in that.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And with Nurkic at times, he can look like a star, but it's not easy for him to sustain that.
Well, all centers need to find some time to get some consistency. Heck, any player does, Kevin. But when Nurkic is focused, there are some things out there that he does that are quite impactful for this Portland offense. It's so guard heavy that to have something on the interior takes a lot of weight off their all-star guards.
And for Yusuf Nurkic, you see the flashes of how dominant he can be in every game.
I mean, the potential is there, and he is working hard to find that consistency. I do believe he's noticeably better when he plays with an edge. He's more in tune with what's going on. You almost want to rile him up or do something to tick him off before every game to get the best out of him.
Here's Lillard after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. McCollum finds Nurkic. Back to McCollum, the 17-footer. He doesn't hit that one. Wiggins with some nice D. Passes it to Towns. Here's Gibson. Not going to go that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. For 3, Stauskas. Portland again missing. Timberwolves leading by 4. And here's Covington from the arc. Aminu grabs the miss.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And a nice effort inside by Aminu, improving his shot selection through the years.
Wiggins outside. Tries to keep it alive. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. 4th, Damian Lillard.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
McCollum outside. Aminu with it. Here's Stauskas. He feeds it to Aminu. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
It looked like he wanted no part of that. Superb defense there, really making it tough on him. Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
That ties it up.
Aminu not bashful to go in and size up his athleticism against the defense. Nice finish there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Becoming more of a factor these days on the offensive end. Aminu, once the 8th overall player taken in the draft, getting to the line a little more often.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And take a look at the history of the Portland Trailblazers, and part of the NBA since 1970, and the phrase Rip City, which has stuck with the team ever since winning that title back in 1977.
And here's a look at the stats for Lillard. Last season, he played outstanding. He put up about 27 points per game last season, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And he led the charge when it came to scoring, led the team.
Yeah, he shot the lights out all year long from a variety of spots on the floor. Of that versatility.
And for the Blazers, a lot of ups and downs with their history.
A lot of wins, but the franchise has been a bit cursed with some major injuries in the last 15 years. You think of guys like Greg Oden, the first pick in the drafts, Bill Walton back in the 70s, and the ankle injuries that he had to deal with. That young team felt like they were going to run the West for quite some time, and those injuries really hurt and devastated the fan base in Portland.
So it's the Timberwolves now. They trail by 1. And there's the pass to Covington. McCollum against Wiggins. Tries from the block. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
Lillard against Wiggins. Aminu, no one around him. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Aminu's got his 3rd basket of the night. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. And here is Teague against Golden State. He was really on his game. From deep. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, I'm sure the scouting report had something like put a body on Taj Gibson. That time the defense did not.
Lillard with it. Picked up by Teague. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. McCollum outside. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Lillard. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Covington dishes to Gibson over Aminu, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu.
Taj Gibson is not going to back down from anybody. He really does enjoy when the game gets physical.
And Greg, what's not to like about Taj Gibson?
I mean, he's a hard worker defensively, finishes well inside, he's got the mid-range shooting touch. But what I like most, really, his unselfishness. He started, came off the bench, no complaints. This is a guy that just wants to win.
2 shots. That's on the
The first free throw is good. With today's superstars often joining forces, Brent, we hear some retired legends saying they wanted to beat their rivals, not join their rivals. What do you think?
I saw a lot of joining going on from some of the guys who make those comments, Kevin. So that sort of stuff just eludes me as to where it's coming from. This league has always been dominated by teams that have at least two, if not three, upper echelon
Superstar players.
Superstar players that end up winning titles. So it's happening now. It happened then. It will continue to happen.
Chalk up 2 there.
And if you don't watch him enough, you got to understand that C.J. McCollum on the inside has the skill set to still score.
Jones looking for an opening. Kicks to Gibson. Shoots over Leonard. Here's Towns. And the rejection by Collins. Pass to Curry. Over in the corner, Harkless. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
It's his first trip to the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
That's good from Harkless. Turner's checked in for C.J. McCollum. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, few have more job security in the NBA than Terry Stotts. Consistently gets a ton out of his Portland Trailblazer team. They run a very intricate and unique offense now in his 7th year with the Blazers. They've had a lot of success under Coach Stotts.
Now here's Jang. Back to Rose. Shoots over Turner. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And with Terry Stotts last year, there were some rumblings about his job after the sweep.
Might have been a bit of a knee-jerk reaction. Remember, Portland slid into that 3rd seed with how close it was in the Western Conference, and that might have added a bit more pressure. But Portland does not have a lot of flexibility with their roster. Somehow Terry Stotts gets to 50 wins in any given year. So it might have been a poor decision, and they saw through that, and he's back for this season.
How about the heart on display here tonight from Rose? Just flawless in his attack at the rim. Boy, it's tough to match his quickness.
Now here's Leonard. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Here's Jang. Myers Leonard picking up that last basket. And Jang kicks to Rose. Back to Jang. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. For Portland, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Outside Turner. He kicks it to Harkless. And another turnover here by Portland. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. In 4th, the Timberwolves.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Jones with the bounce pass. Pass to Sharch. Over Harkless. And it's Sharch. That time on the assist by Dang. Sharch has got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And unfortunately for them, they just ran into a hot shooting team and really had no answers.
This is what happens when you take nothing away defensively. Just too inactive in this game on that end of the floor.
Fires the 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
That's an unselfish play. Evan Turner with eyes up and delivers.
The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one after the win against the Warriors in Oakland.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
And sometimes when you're pushing the action, you can see some great teamwork, and then all of a sudden the individuals on your team can take over. All of that here tonight.
Curry kicks to Turner. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
How about Turner doing a good job with the feet to get himself into position to take it strong to the basket.
1:29 left in the first quarter of the game. Jones against Curry. Saric in the corner. Outside Rose. That one doesn't go. Now Portland takes it the other way.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And it's in there. And it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
How about Leonard not letting the D get to him? Amazing that he maintains his balance, especially at his size on that shot.
Jones kicks to Saric. The rebound by Turner.
Yeah, just misjudged the layup. Defense has to be better. Very fortunate there.
To the inside. And that one's good. Leonard's got 6 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Rose. He sinks the 11-footer.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Turner passes to Collins. Back to Turner. Over Rose. And Portland again with the bucket.
Good control there from Evan Turner. He has the ball on the string. It's nice handles from the small forward.
Rose attacking. Great D that time from Leonard. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. The former #1 pick overall in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns, spoke about the aspirations of this team.
Every single day we're thinking about how can we be the team that we need to be to not only make the playoffs, but to make it deep into the playoffs and give ourselves a chance of being a championship team. We have so much talent. We have great veterans. We have a great front office, a great coaching staff. So with all that on our side, we feel we have a great chance to find that way to success.
Yep, one step at a time, Greg. That's the mindset to have.
Yeah, you can't have too much too early. But with Towns leading the charge, this team is in great hands.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Yeah, getting an early boost from the bench. That's been the difference here so far.
Well, a good coach always optimizes his rotation. And in the first quarter, he did a great job of that.
Collins is out there with Myers Leonard. Then it's Evan Turner. Then it's Curry. And it's Harkless in at the 3. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. And the basket by Jones.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Portland leading by 5. Turner looking around. Here's Curry. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists in the game. The Timberwolves shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively.
Evan Turner, the former #2 pick out of Ohio State, is a very good ball handler, and he plays kind of in that mid-range game to look for space, not only to score, but to set up teammates. And I think coaching staff loves to have him play that point forward position to dictate some of the offense and take the load off the guards.
Here's Turner following the score by Derrick Rose. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's Sharch. And Harkless pulls it down. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Curry wide open, and Portland again with the bucket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Steps back and fires. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
And now here comes Jones leading the break. Wants to get it to Rose and does. And Zhang kicks to Jones. To the left side wing. Timberwolves passing it around. Dang. Doesn't go for him. And it's Portland the other way. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. Inside. Out to Turner. Shoots a 3. Rebound Minnesota. Sharch with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Takes the 13-footer. Rose, no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Pass to Harkless. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from 14. Rebound by Zhang. And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Aminu's checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Wiggins is checked in. Timberwolves trail by 7. Rose finds Sharch. Now Wiggins defended by Harkless. Curry against Wiggins. Fires for 3. It's not going to go for him. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And that one's good. Leonard.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. The pass to Wiggins. Shoots over Leonard. Wiggins passes to Zhang. Here's Sharch. Buries it from 3-point range. Sharch has got 5. Portland leading by 6. Curry looking around. Turner against Wiggins. And Turner kicks to Harkless. Left side, Turner. Leonard, that's for 2. And it's Dang with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That'll be his second foul of the game.
They can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on the floor, so he has to avoid fouling again in this period.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Norkic checked in for Myers Leonard. Stauskas comes in for Maurice Harkless. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Turner. And it's Damian Lillard in for Curry. Here's Lillard following the 3 by Minnesota. It's McCollum on the wing over Wiggins. Here's Aminu. Got a piece of it. And Al-Farouq Aminu gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. T kicks to Covington. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there, great 3-and-D guy, the ultimate role player on a team, and he just gels well with his teammates and doesn't force shots.
And the technical free throw is good. And Greg, with Covington, he makes a point with his game to take what the defense gives him.
And sometimes that means Covington will go nights where he shoots very little. He's okay with that. He's focused on efficiency and making the best decision for the team. Only cares about wins and a true team player.
The game now all time. Gibson's got 8 points.
Nice shooting for him from the big man. Taj Gibson has a firm grasp on the mid-range game in the NBA.
Lillard finds McCollum. To the inside. Towns with the steal. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Well, this team now has to settle in right here and have a great possession without getting so aggressive that you compound your mistake.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And Karl Anthony Towns, one of the most prolific three-point shooters in the league, at least top 3 amongst all 7-footers. And his three-point percentage elite as well, over 40%.
Now here's Lillard. Here's McCollum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. And Towns said he'd emulate Kevin Durant as a kid playing on the perimeter at Kentucky. Cal made him play inside, work in the post, and use his size.
So going back to his roots with his three-point shooting, the association experiencing a three-point renaissance, and he really does fit the mold.
And the first one drops.
And a little strange for such an exceptional outside shooter. McCollum has been just okay at the free throw line in his young career. That will improve.
And so McCollum nails both of them. Getting open in the NBA, not an easy task, and there are a lot of players that are so good moving off the ball.
I think the first couple guys that come to mind are J.J. Redick and Kyle Korver. Old school style in which they operate like a Rip Hamilton. And if you go back, Mitch Richmond, where they're using a multitude of screens, seemingly never stopping during an offensive possession and causing some kind of confusion. So J.J. and Kyle Korver are still doing exemplary jobs of off-ball movement.
T kicks to Gibson. Pass to Towns. He dishes it to T. 5 on the clock. Over Lillard. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Nice job from Jeff Teague to freeze the defense and then lift up for the J.
Lillard against T. McCollum outside. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wiggins dishes to T. Gibson passes to T. Good D by McCollum.
Really shocking he didn't take advantage of that golden opportunity there. He needs to be much better in that situation.
And nicely done. Running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
The exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
Lillard against T. Now here's Covington. He's guarded closely. Pulls it up. That one wide left. The Trailblazers shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Here's Lillard. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
That's a strong move from a slightly built guard as Lillard, aware of the defense, and he alters his shot.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Teague finds Towns. Shoots over Nurkic. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And the one thing you don't want to give the athletic Aminu, an opening to the rim.
Timberwolves trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Wiggins passes to Towns. And Gibson kicks to Wiggins. Now here's Covington. T right on him. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5. And the Trailblazers shooting 40% since the beginning of the second quarter. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Nurkic in the post, defended by Towns. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. We will be seeing Nurkic go to the free throw line here. That one is on Towns. The Trailblazers have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good, Nurkic.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Pass to Covington. Kicks to Wiggins. Fires from 14. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got 5 rebounds tonight. Stauskas, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Stauskas. Off target with his 3.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Teague kicks to Gibson. Back to Teague. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Gibson with it. Al-Farouq Aminu covering. Just 4 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Here's Towns. And no good. Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's McCollum. The rebound by Gibson. A minute 50 left here in the second. Wiggins dishes to Teague. Outside Gibson. Teague finds Gibson. Covington wide open. He fires. Good on the triple. Covington's got 8.
The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line or you risk getting burned.
Towns with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And Teague has it in the corner. And it's all evened up.
Oh, nice to see Jeff Teague get down in there on the inside and come up with the bucket.
Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Lillard against Wiggins. Got a piece of it.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
It's good.
Yeah, it's not so much just the made shots, it's the consistency of the made shots that's got his team the lead.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Nurkic against Towns. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. 5 to shoot. Lillard dishes to Stauskas, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Stauskas has got his first bucket of the night. Now Teague. Outside, Towns. Shoots over Nurkic, and again it's Minnesota. Now here's Lillard. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far. Going into the second half, what will you tell your team?
just got to compete. You know, keep competing, trust each other, and make plays.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. For Minnesota, the first quarter was not an easy one. They struggled to find an offensive rhythm or come up with enough stops and sunk into a 7-point hole by the end of the period. They got on a more positive track in the second quarter, coming together offensively and getting enough stops to come from behind and grab a 2-point lead at the half. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, it's always a little bit of a challenge playing on the road, but they came in mentally prepared and physically prepared. The energy in the arena was fierce, but they didn't cave in.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
Well, one thing happened that really helped them out. Their bench came in and played absolutely beautiful. Gave them a huge boost. Not just trying to hold court, but actually putting points on the scoreboard. These guys should be starting, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
A look at the Hawthorne Bridge in gorgeous downtown Portland as we welcome you back to Oregon. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what you're seeing from Al-Farouq Aminu.
Well, we saw in the first half, he has a nice mixture of moves down low, and they've been going to him.
Well, he's a volume scorer in the post, and right now the volume's at 11. So if you're not going to run doubles at him, we'll see if he can get more of that done in the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Teague is at the point with Wiggins at the 2. Gibson plays the 4 with Towns in the middle. And it's Covington in at the 3 spot. It's stolen by Teague. Three-pointer on the way. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. He kicks to Lillard. Gibson with the steal. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And you look at Jeff Teague, now with a decade in the league out of Wake Forest. Greg, what does he bring to the table aside from the fact that he's been in the playoffs every single year of his career?
Yeah, I mean, he's an explosive slasher and really has grown as a playmaker. Not a star, but a quality starting point guard.
Here's Lillard after the made shot from Jeff Teague. And there's the foul. Goes on Taj Gibson. That's foul number 2 for him. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Aminu, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 5 assists tonight. Teague kicks to Wiggins. Passes it to Gibson. And Teague has it in the corner. Timberwolves passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. From the wing. That doesn't go in either for Teague.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Gibson with the steal. Inside. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, at 6'9", Taj Gibson has the ability to get up there and throw it down.
Wiggins against McCollum. And the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Aminu dishes to Stauskas. Aminu against Gibson. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Aminu.
Well, you put the physical with the high energy approach, and it's a wonder with Aminu that he doesn't have more scoring outbursts like this one we're seeing here tonight.
Now here's Towns. 9 points in the game so far. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
And the rejection by Towns. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it.
Really impressive to see Jeff Teague really taking off there on that dunk.
Trailblazers trail by 6. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Leonard comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Maurice Harkless subbed in for Stauskas. Saric has checked in for the Timberwolves. Teague against Lillard. Nurkic with it. 7 points in the game. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Curry's checked in for the Trailblazers. Rose is checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Nurkic. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Harkless. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Now here's Teague. No good there. AT that time from Curry. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 6-point game.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
The Portland, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. Turner's checked in for C.J. McCollum. Minnesota also with the sub. Luol Deng is checked in for Robert Covington. That's good from Harkless. Here's Teague. He's got 8. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Nurkic. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Down low. The kick out to Teague. Right wing. Here's Rose. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success. And unfortunately, injuries will always be the concern with Derrick Rose. Still loves the game of basketball, knows he is limited compared to what he once was. Amazing with all he's fought through, he can still perform at such a high level.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
And with Rose, as you said, his love of the game is still there, and he still wants to play.
I mean, many players would have just walked away from having their body betray him. But Rose said last season he loves what he gets to do and still would be a water boy if he had to. You have to admire Rose's attitude and approach in that regard.
And a nice job, Evan Turner, slowing down, drawing the body contact, and now finding a chance for the and one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Evan Turner, the former #2 pick out of Ohio State. You know, he acts as a utility knife for this team. He can wear a lot of different hats. His versatility might be his best trait.
They grab their own miss. Towns with the bucket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Curry with it. Picked up by Teague. Here's Turner. George grabs the board. And with Turner, as you mentioned, Greg, he can play both wing spots and does whatever you need from him on offense.
Well, you like what he's playing in the post and bullying small wings. Much better from that area of the floor than from outside. He also can act as a playmaker, very adept at running the pick and roll.
Pass to Nurkic. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got 5 assists in the game. Rose against Turner. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And where the shot's been coming from tonight, here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Timberwolves.
And you can see how important those inside baskets are. This is a team that loves to work the ball inside, whether the entry pass or off of a drive. They like to feed on those high percentage looks.
That free throw, no good.
And for Derrick Rose, the question will be how much of his MVP level of play from 2011 can he recover? You'd love to see him return to that form.
Zach Collins checked in for the Trailblazers. And the second free throw, good. Here's Curry. He's got 7. Over in the corner, Turner. 6 on the shot clock from 12 feet out. Minnesota with the rebound.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And Towns gets it to go.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, I know the defense has 5 guys, but collectively they're no match for this guy. He is roasting them.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Jones is checked in. Jones against Curry. Outside Leonard. And it's McCollum in the corner. Over Rose. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting. Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The Trailblazers haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. Jang, he's checked in for Luol Deng. Minnesota leading by 5. Rose kicks to Towns. Rose against McCollum. Fires from the line. Rose, no good.
Oh, you just relish those kind of opportunities, and the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
Here's McCollum. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. McCollum's got 6.
Yeah, we've seen highlights of the deep threes, and we know he can get to the rim, but McCollum's mid-range game, well, that's something special. Impressive there.
It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And for that matchup with the Kings, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
Now here's McCollum following the miss by Derrick Rose. Here's Collins. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists tonight.
The CJ, such an effective two-guard, not just a shooter and a great shooter at that, but a capable passer when his teammates are open.
Rose, good.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Rose against Curry. Kicks it out to Leonard for the tie. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Rose against McCollum. Outside, Towns. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Right side, Leonard. Passes it to Collins. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Leonard trying to break free. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
And it's in there. 18 points for Derrick Rose.
And when Rose gets going and gets this kind of confidence offensively, you're in trouble. He can just flat out take over again.
Curry passes it to Collins. McCollum right side. The feed to Leonard. McCollum trying to get open, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by McCollum.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Towns finds Sharch. Back to Towns. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Tipped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
And here we can check out the story on Dario Saric. Good season for him last year. Put up about 14 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
Now here's Curry. 7 points in the game over Jones. Rebound by Jang. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. The lead is 2. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
Now, I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
A different look now for Portland. Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Leonard. Nick Stauskas comes in for Maurice Harkless. And Lillard subbed in for Curry. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Wiggins is checked in. Here's Stauskas. Over in the corner, Lillard. From outside the arc. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Lillard's got 9.
Now, this is what you're going to get with Lillard. He's a gunner. And right now, he's gunning from deep range.
Jones kicks to Zhang. Outside Rose. Feeds it to Towns. Over Collins. And again, it's Minnesota.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
Lillard with it. Jones covering. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Well, Damian Lillard, a star in this league for several years now. Whether that's recognized by an all-star appearance or not, it doesn't matter. He has been elite at the point guard position. Just a dynamic scorer and one of the more lethal players in the NBA, hoping to push Portland further and further at some point in his career.
And free throw good from Lillard. And with Lillard, he often can be forgotten about just because there are so many great guards in the NBA, Brent, in particular in the West.
Well, let's face it, he just missed out on a couple of seasons of representing the Portland Trailblazers as a guard in the Western Conference because of the loaded Western Conference and how good the guards are. But regardless, there's no denying that Lillard is right up there as one of the elites in the league.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Rose dishes to Gibson. Inside, Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Lillard, the pass to Collins. Aminu up top, defended by Gibson. Aminu finds Lillard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Well, Damian Lillard has never been one to doubt himself, and when he plays, he exudes confidence.
Has a short-term memory, which allows him to keep attacking even after he's missed a few. And that's the mentality you have to have on offense. He might be as good as any other guard in this game.
And he knocks down the first one.
Think about just how much focus Lillard has every year about his drive to be one of the best guards in the league. Whether it's recognized or not by an all-star appearance really doesn't have an impact on how he approaches the game.
Oh, free throw is good from Lillard.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
McCollum against Rose. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Minnesota has possession. Jang dishes to Rose. Here's Wiggins. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Aminu's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And finished off by Collins.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Rose against McCollum. We've got 13 seconds left here in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Now the pass to Wiggins. They get the rebound. It's all tied in Portland. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
Keep the ball moving. Quick decisions. Get the ball from side to side. Set better screens. Defensively, we got to do a much better job. Let's get on the glass.
Urging his squad to be more decisive, especially Greg on the defensive end.
Yeah, Coach Thibodeau isn't pleased with his guys' effort. It's clear he wants them to be more aggressive.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Lillard and McCollum, the deadly backcourt pairing. Stauskas is out there with Aminu, and it's Collins in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Lillard, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. McCollum outside, kicks it to Collins. Tipped away, and stolen by Jang. Here's Covington. Basket good. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Pass to Collins. McCollum. Lillard, right side.
All right, Lillard, we know you can score, but you're going to show that pump fake. Another devastating move from him, enough to draw the foul.
And he makes the first. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Both free throws good from Lillard. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. Wiggins outside.
Yeah, not a lot of success for them from three-point range here in the second half.
Here's Stauskas, defended by Covington. Aminu, a second chance effort, and it's Stauskas with the bucket inside. Stauskas has got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Jang inside. Working on Nurkic.
And forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
The Timberwolves shooting at 51%. Really solid. And Zhang kicks to T. Pass to Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Took the opportunity when he saw it. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And as much offense as we saw earlier, I mean, we're seeing even more of it here now late in the game.
What is this, February? Feels like an all-star game is broken out. Neither side willing or able to stop the other.
Now here's McCollum. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Awesome concentration by Nurkic there to take his time in the post and make the shot look easy.
Pass to Covington. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Portland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. McCollum, one of the best shooters in the NBA. Any range, Brent, any shot, he can knock it down.
Yeah, a little bit of a down year in 18 for Lillard, but the way that he can score and the efficiency with which he can score is just remarkable. I really like to watch the pace he plays with, Kevin. I mean, he finds spots on the floor to get to and has that length and kind of never sped up sort of mentality on the offensive end. Becomes very, very dangerous.
Now here's Wiggins. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. That's a 2 from Lillard. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Teague feeling it out a bit. He kicks to Gibson. Shoots over Nurkic. No good from Gibson. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And they take the lead. Stauskas has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's a great shooter who can just make plays for others. McCollum with a nice assist that time.
The pass to Covington. Nurkic with the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Minnesota with the ball. Teague against Lillard. Teague finds Wiggins. 5 on the clock. Over Aminu. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trailblazers. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And looking at that Lakers matchup, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
Aminu with the bounce pass. Top of the key, Teague. Here's Gibson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu.
So easy to respect Taj Gibson and the way he goes about his business. A strong leader on and off the floor.
Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Minnesota also with the sub. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Luol Deng. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Stauskas. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And the first one at the line is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside Teague. Out to the right wing. Here's Towns. He's off on that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's Stauskas. Defended by Covington. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Over Teague. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Nurkic. 17 points for Lillard. The Timberwolves shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. Their offense not doing their best work of late. Lillard against Teague. Kicks to Wiggins. Outside Gibson. Fires for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And here's Covington from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Covington's got 5 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And the Trailblazers lead by 4. Minnesota's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Teague the pass to Towns. Down low. Here's Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. A 3. The rebound by Gibson. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Covington's shot is off. The Trailblazers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And Lillard throws it down.
Lillard producing right now and finding ways to torch this defense, just filling up the stat sheet.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Teague finds Covington. Now here's Gibson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Lillard against Teague. Now here's Nurkic. D right on him. A three from McCollum. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game. To the paint to tie it up. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got the game tied up here for Minnesota.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
McCollum against Wiggins. McCollum no good.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Covington's shot is off.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Stauskas. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's good focus from the Bosnian Bear getting down there. Nurkic finding the open man with ease.
And Teague's got the ball here for Minnesota. Wiggins outside. Back to Teague. Just 5 to shoot. Trying his luck deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Stauskas, the pass to Leonard. And it's rebounded by Covington. Timberwolves trail by 3. Right side Teague. Gibson dishes to Teague. Inside, Wiggins. Towns kicks to Wiggins. Goes back up. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Lillard. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Leonard with the steal. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Teague finds Towns. The kick out to Teague. Back to Towns. Leonard with the steal. Lillard against Teague. Lillard attacking. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Well, powering through on the dribble drive, Lillard has the body control to take that hit and still score the basketball.
To the inside. The kick out to Towns. Outside Teague, looking to end the run, and the dunk by Towns.
Well, when you have a PG like Jeff Teague who can run that pick and roll perfectly, it's certainly a luxury. Nice pass there.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're up by 5. 1:46 left in the 4th quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. 13 points for Nurkic.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
T kicks to Towns. Shoots over Nurkic. And it's Towns missing. Trailblazers leading by 7. And a wide open look for McCollum. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. McCollum's got 9 points here in the second half. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Nurkic, and that one's good. Towns has got 23 points.
Guys, he can get this shot anytime he wants.
Yeah, you bet. With his height, not many defenders are going to challenge that mid-range jump shot.
Portland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Gibson with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Comes up empty down low. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
And he gets it to go.
Timeout.
McCollum's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
And you could just see everything coming together like a perfect storm, and they just rolled on through.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're trailing by 10. 41 seconds left to play here in the fourth. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Zach Collins checked in for Nurkic. Reese Harkless comes in for Nick Stauskas. Evan Turner, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Curry subbed in for Damian Lillard. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Luol Deng is checked in for Gibson. Saric comes in for Robert Covington. Derrick Rose is checked in for Wiggins. And Jones subbed in for Jeff Teague. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Towns against Collins. Back to Harkless. And here's Collins. Clock at 6. Passes it to Harkless. From about 19 feet. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. Do we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. You know, we got a little more physical. You know, we did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.